Mhm. You.
Why is it that this man, who I believe is somewhere in his 40s, dare I say 50s, how did he suddenly out of nowhere explode on the fitness scene? Well, I'll tell you what.
Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on last year's national champion, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Hawaii's offense will start this game off. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Washington's offense will have its first possession of the game. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge on the left. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything is good. You show him the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Big fella moving. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Washington!
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Runs through the tackle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
Got a man. It's Costa. And he earns a first down. And boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Costa. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll leave it with him. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Washington sends out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Hawaii. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he's going to try to return this one. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Got the 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Gonna run it. It's Roper. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Got room to work. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab at the 30. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds his target down the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Makes the grab down the middle.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Washington wants to go quickly. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down. Got the first himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Morris. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll run for it on third and short. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff...
He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
He's got it. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Touchdown, Washington! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The give to the tailback. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll throw it. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They
throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
To the ground with the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll try to get outside. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Everybody on defense did such a good job on that play, leveraging the football and using the sideline to their advantage. They weren't letting him get north. They forced him east-west, got him out of bounds for a loss.
Takes the easy completion. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding.
Breaks into the open. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! And the pummeling has started. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got the first down, looking for more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. From the gun. Snagged in the middle. It's Costa. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires left. He's got an open man. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can find some kind.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Warriors!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line, and just spectacular work from the return unit on that one. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice game.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door.
Touchdown, Washington! And the punishment has been extended.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Here comes the heat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
The give to the back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me.
Turning it on! And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the run, it's Roper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Roper. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Back to pass on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Roper. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield. They couldn't hook up.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now, you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to.
He's loose on the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day.
It's a fake and the kicker's going to throw it. The offense somehow fell on it and they'll retain possession. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith.
The returner is tackled down in the 15. And the Hawaii offense will take over.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Hawaii, 17.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day offense.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.